इतिहास खुद को दोहराने वाला है।
Hello, check, check. Hello, 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 check, check. Hello.
Hello.
Hello, 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 check, check, check.
Ladies and gentlemen, I request all present to kindly rise to welcome the academic procession. I'll request all present to please be standing. All are requested to please be standing for Thapar anthem.
जयति जय हे जयति जयति जय हे जयति जयति जय हे जयति जय हे शशि रवि से निश दिन अभिनंदित जगमग जग कर दे जयति जयति जय हे जयति जयति जय हे शोध कार्य उद्योग प्रबोधन थापर की महिमा से प्रतीक्षण पग पग पर निज प्रभा पुंज पर जन मन तन हर ले जयति जयति जय हे जयति जयति जय हे शिक्षा के संस्थान मनोहर आदर्शों के स्रोत अनश्वर मातृभूमि का ध्यय निरंतर समरस सा स्वर दे जयति जयति जय हे जयति जयति जय हे जयति जयति जय हे जयति जयति जय हे जयति जयति जय जयति जयति जय जयति जयति जय हे जयति जयति जय हे
All present may please be seated.
I declare the convocation open on behalf of the President. This convocation of the Thapar Institute of Engineering and Technology, Patiala, has been called to confer degrees upon the candidates who have been certified to be worthy of receiving the same.
I'll request Honorable Director Sir, Dr. Padam Kumar Nair, to please come on the dais and present the address.
Good morning. I think we should have a very energetic good morning. Good morning. Good morning, sir. Excellent. Esteemed dignitaries, Sri S. Krishnan, IAS, Sri Manoj Ahuja, IAS, President of the University, Mr. Gautam Thapar, our beloved chairman of the board, Mr. Rajiv Vadera, esteemed board members, Dr. Shivtant Pillai is here, and distinguished faculty and dear colleagues. Proud parents, grandparents, and most importantly, our brilliant graduate. Today, as we celebrate your accomplishments, I can't help but think about a quote by a great Vietnamese Buddhist philosopher, Thich Nhat Hanh. He said, "We are here to awaken from the illusion of our separateness, from the illusion of our separateness. Each of you, in your unique journey, has contributed to the beautiful diversity of this university. Diversity of thought, diversity of action, diversity of expectations, and diversity of the world views. You have laughed, you have cried, you have pulled several all-nighters that would make even a night owl proud. But somehow managed to look fabulous. So let's give ourselves a round of applause. You all deserve it. As you embark on this new chapter, I want to leave you with 3 instrumental values: empathy, humility, and trust. Also, I want to talk about 3 key questions that would guide your future careers. I will get back to that a bit later. Let me start with the idea of empathy, the art of seeing the world through another's eyes. Empathy isn't about feeling sorry for someone. It's about truly understanding their perspective. It's about putting yourself in someone else's shoes, even though theirs could be a point smaller than your shoes. The Dalai Lama once said, "Our prime purpose in this life is to help others, and if you can't, please don't hurt them." This is the essence of empathy. It is about recognizing the interconnectedness of all beings and acting with compassion. Empathy is the cornerstone of excellence. It is the ability to understand and share the feelings of others that fuels and drive us to improve. Excellence isn't about achieving more, it's about achieving more for others. Empathy is the spark that ignites the fire of excellence. When we truly understand the needs and desires of those around us, we are inspired to go above and beyond. Excellence is not a solitary pursuit. It is a collaborative effort built on empathy. By putting ourselves in the shoes of others, we unlock the potential for innovation and breakthrough solutions. Empathy is the secret ingredient to extraordinary achievement. By cultivating compassion and understanding, we elevate ourselves and those around us. True excellence isn't about self-glorification. It's about positively impacting the world. Overemphasis on individual achievements could be problematic. We all read all the time about something called AIR. It's not All India Radio. It is All India Rank. Think about it. Every newspaper, every news channel, and social media feed in our country seems flooded with headlines about latest topper, the highest paid graduate, and the most prestigious college admissions. Don't get me wrong. I admire intelligence, focus, persistence, and hard work. But let's be honest, how many of us actually care about the JEE advanced rank and the CAT percentile of a random stranger? I suspect the answer is not that many. These news might motivate a few, but the effect is the opposite for most of us. Now you have successfully graduated, and it is time to focus on dreaming and creating the new India and the world of your dreams, the new India and the dream of world of your dreams. This requires teamwork, humility, courage, and most importantly, a courage to deviate from traditions and norms. Courage to deviate from traditions and norms. The starting point of every great innovation is someone's courageous decision to deviate from the norm to achieve the higher purpose. Even if you look at the latest invention of the transformer architecture, some of you are computer science students, the old recurrent network, neural network model, that based architecture, and today 2017 paper, the title of the paper is Attention is All You Need. The new transformer architecture enabled the revolution of AI and these large language models. Every time an empathetic courage to deviate from the norm to achieve a higher purpose. That's all about empathy. Empathy is the bridge that connects us to the higher purpose. That is the reason why here at TIET, we passionately believe that empathy is the mother of excellence. Empathy is the mother of excellence. Now comes humility, the antidote to arrogance. Humility isn't about pretending that you are not brilliant, because we all know you are. It's about recognizing that there is always something new to learn. It's about open to feedback, even if it is a bit constructive criticism. After all, no one ever got smarter by saying, I know everything. Socrates said the only true wisdom is in knowing you know nothing. About 40 years ago, my personal story, I left India to pursue higher studies. My first stop was in the Netherlands. Those days, return tickets were cheaper, even if you would like to buy a one-way ticket. I bought a ticket. That was valid for 3 months. I returned to see my parents and friends using the return ticket. They all were very curious and asked me what I learned in 3 months. What I learned was the power of admitting our ignorance. I learned to say, I don't know. This newfound appreciation for the power of ignorance gave me the opportunity and openness to learn more and a solid grounding in the importance of humility, the power of appreciating ignorance. Remember, accepting ignorance opens limitless possibilities for us to learn, create, and help. After all, life is all about, we exist for learning, creating, and helping. The Buddha taught us, do not dwell in the past, concentrate the mind on the present. In a world that often rushes us towards the future, humility reminds us to be grounded in the present. It is about acknowledging our limitations and celebrating our strengths. Now comes to the most important aspect, that is trust. Trust is the bedrock of all flourishing societies. Trust is one of the fundamental pillars of a prosperous society. Trust, the invisible thread, binds us together, the cornerstone upon which our relationships, institutions, and communities are built. Trust is the currency of human interaction. It is the belief that others will act with integrity, honesty, and fairness. When trust is present, cooperation flourishes, innovation thrives, and progress accelerates. I have an interesting proposition for you to test. Today, our GDP is close to $4 trillion. My proposition is this. If our general societal trust level improves by 1 percentage point, our GDP will increase by 10 percentage points. Look at the importance of trust. This is my proposition or a hypothesis. Some of you could test at some point in time. The point is that the higher the general trust level, the better the societal well-being. In our professional lives, trust is the foundation of effective teamwork and collaboration. It enables us to delegate tasks, share ideas, work towards our common goals. As you step into the world, I urge you to be the change you wish to see. Let's create a new India built on empathy, humility, and trust. It's a place where we uplift each other, celebrate our differences, and treat everyone with kindness, even if their dressing choices are a bit different from ours. Remember, you have the power to make a difference. So go out there, be bold, be compassionate, and most importantly, be yourselves, because the world needs more of you. I promise you, at the beginning of this address, that I have 3 guiding questions to help you navigate your career. These three questions are: who am I? What is changing around us? And what is my dream for humanity? These three key questions would guide you through what career you would pursue, and what will ultimately help you find meaning in what you do depends on how passionately you search for answers to these three questions. Finally, congratulations, graduates. May your future be fulfilled with success, laughter, and fewer all-nighters like before. And remember, as the Buddha said, peace comes from within, do not seek without. Thank you all. Thank you all. Jai Hind.
Now the awarding of the PhD degrees shall commence. I'll request Dean Research and Development Cell to please come on the dais.
Sir, I present the candidates who have satisfied the requirement for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy, are considered worthy of receiving the same. I recommend that they all, and including those in absentia, shall be admitted to the said degree. Harman Kaur, Shruti Arora, Manjusha, Ayushi, Kainat Bahel, Prepsimrat Kaur, Jitinder Singh Virk, Amit Sood, Kritika Yadav, Parminder Singh, Savita Gupta, Priyank Sharma, Navneet Sidhu, Nitika, Yadvir Kaur, Simarjit Kaur, Amanpreet Singh, Gaurav, Anandika Sharma, Akanksha Lakanpal, Sandeep Saharan, Shweta Garg, Mohit Dhuria, Shrutika Sharma, Anushka Garg, Tanvi Dwivedi, Ritu Garg, Jaslyn Kaur, Ashima Sharma, Amandeep Kaur, Shivani Saini, Shweta Verma, Sukhandeep Kaur, Manmohan Singh, Sachin Jaitka, Pavitr Singh, Neeraj Sharma, Pooja Som, Meera Sharma, Gurleen Sodhi, Bhavya, Apneet Kaur, Nikhil Sharma, Arun Kumar, Sandeep, Rajat Kumar Jha, Arunpreet Kaur, Akshay Juneja, Sheetal Vats, Supreet Singh, Kashish Goel, Aditi Bajaj, Harcharanjit Singh, Gaganpreet Kaur, Monica Barak, Taranveer Kaur, Mohit, Devnath Singh, Pushpinder Kumar, Parveen Kumar, Meenu Gupta, Jatinder Pal, Jyoti, Upasana Joshi, Parampreet Kaur, Avantika Saklani, Mukta Garg, Sapna Chaudhary, Neha Kaushal, Hunish Kumar Bansal, Tanvi Chawla, Simpi Malhotra, Palak Goel, Mukti Yadav, Sahil Mehta, Naveen Kanpal, Seetal Sethi, Parul Toma, Kirti, Prabjot Kaur, Jaydeep Agarwal, Anil Gadwal, Ramandeep Kaur, Sheetal Garg, Saurabh Gupta, Pratik Baduria, Jaslin Kaur, Itika Chor, Harvinder Singh, Shabnam Bawa, Palak Arora, Madhvi Verma, Maggie Bansal, Nitin Sharma, Ridhya Rajat Goyal, Amandeep Singh, Ankita. Ankita. All degree recipients to rise.
By the virtue of the authority vested in me as chairman of the Senate of the Thapar Institute of Engineering and Technology, Patiala, I do hereby admit each of these candidates to their respective degrees and charge them to provide worthy of the same throughout their lives.
Now, please be seated. Now, award of medals be presented. I'll request Dean of Student Affairs, Dr. Indavi Channa, to please come on the dais.
Sir, Mr. Simanpreet Singh of B Mechanical Engineering has been declared the winner of the President's Medal for the year 2024 for securing the overall highest CGPA in Bachelor of Engineering and Bachelor of Technology programs. The institute also awards him a special prize of Rs 25,000 for winning this medal. Mr. Simanpreet Singh. Sir, Ms. Aisha Sood of B Computer Science and Engineering has been declared the winner of the Professor V. Rajaraman Computer Science and Engineering Award for standing first in Bachelor of Engineering in Computer Science and Engineering for the year 2024. Sir, Mr. Neeraj Bansal of B Mechanical Engineering has been declared the winner of the Sardar Ranbir Singh Memorial Medal for being the best all-round student of the year 2024. The institute also awards him a special prize of Rs 20,000 for winning this medal. Sir, Mr. Pushpjot Singh of B Electrical Engineering has been declared the winner of Sardar Ram Singh Sidhu Memorial Medal for standing first in Bachelor of Engineering in Electrical Engineering for year 2024. Sir, I present the following candidates who have been declared winners of the Institute Medal for the year 2024 for securing the highest CGPA in their respective programs. Ms. Kratika Agrawal of BTech Biomedical Engineering. Ms. Rishampreet Kaur of BTech Biotechnology. Mr. Jupinder Preet Singh of B Civil Engineering. Ms. Yashika Agarwal of B Computer Engineering. Mr. Sudang Mahajan of B Computer Science and Engineering, Dera Bassi Campus. Ms. Aisha Sood of B Computer Science and Engineering, Patiala Campus. Mr. Aniket Saharan of B Computer Science and Business Systems. Ms. Pranathi Mehra of B Electrical and Computer Engineering. Mr. Pushpjot Singh of B Electrical Engineering. Mr. Agamjeet Singh of B Electronics, Instrumentation and Control Engineering. Ms. Garima Gupta of B Electronics and Communication Engineering. Mr. Semanpreet Singh of B Mechanical Engineering. Mr. Mehtab Singh Rear of B Mechatronics Engineering. Ms. Khushbu of B Electronics and Computer Engineering. Mr. Divyansh Rana of M.Tech Biotechnology. Ms. Parul Garg of M.Tech VLSI Design. Ms. Atira Nisar of M.Tech Environmental Science and Technology. Mr. Zayed bin Bashir Sufi of ME Structural Engineering. Ms. Ashima Madan of ME Computer Science and Engineering. Mr. Ayush Gupta of ME CAD/CAM Engineering. Ms. Kashish of MSc Biotechnology. Ms. Yashika of MSc Chemistry. Mr. Anmol Pava of MCA. Mr. Sarthak Vora of B MBA Dual Degree B program. Mr. Dhruv of Bachelor of Business Administration 4-year program. Mr. Gurpreet Singh Bajaj of Bachelor of Arts 4-year program. Ms. Vandita Pruthi of Bachelor of Business Administration 3-year program. Sir. Arzo Miglani, PhD.
Chairman, sir, they'll present the degrees for signature, so that likelihood to.
Let the records of the degrees be presented to the Chairman, Board of Governors for his signature.
Now the students will take pledge. I request Mr. Semanpreet Singh to come on dais and degree recipients to rise, please.
I pledge my knowledge and intellectual attainment to humanity. I shall use it in a manner befitting the honor and dignity of my country and of my alma mater. I shall make every effort in all circumstances to uphold the dignity of my profession and integrity of character. I shall endeavor in every way, through thought, word and action, to bring about the well-being of people. I shall live a well-disciplined life and shall never forget the commandment of the sacred scriptures and institute motto: thou shalt perform deeds that are commendable and no others. Truth triumphs, falsehood never.
Degree recipient may please be seated.
Sir, this year TIET has conferred the Distinguished Alumnus Award to Shri Manoj Ahuja, IAS, Chief Secretary, Government of Odisha. Shri Manoj Ahuja presents himself to the Chairman of the Board of Governors through Zoom.
मेरी गल सुन यार फोन बंद करियो फोन बंद करियो
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for your patience. The technical team is just getting this. We appreciate your patience for 1 more minute.
Sir, start, please start.
Manoj, am I audible?
I can hear you. Display shift करें.
Sir, Shri Manoj Ahuja is serving as the Chief Secretary to the Government of Odisha since June 2024. A seasoned IAS officer from the 1990 Odisha cadre, Mr. Ahuja's academic background includes a Bachelor of Engineering in Mechanical Engineering from Thapar Institute of Engineering and Technology, Patiala from 1982 to 86, an MBA from Punjab University, Chandigarh, and a Master's in Public Administration with a focus on international development from Harvard University, USA. Throughout his career, Mr. Ahuja has held numerous key positions. He served as Secretary of Agriculture and as Chairman of the Central Board of Secondary Education, CBSE, from May 2020 to January 2022. Leading CBSE during the COVID-19 pandemic, he managed the unprecedented task of organizing and concluding the Class 10 and 12 board exams, ensuring results were announced on time to facilitate university admissions. Prior to his role in CBSE, he was Special Director at the Lal Bahadur Shastri Academy of Administration in Mussoorie and briefly served as Joint Secretary in the Department of Personnel and Training. In his parent cadre, he took on roles such as Secretary of Steels and Mines, Secretary of Food, Supplies and Consumer Welfare, and Commissioner of Commercial Taxes. During the latter, he played a crucial role in guiding Odisha through the transition from VAT to GST, marking a major reform in India's tax system. Colleagues know Mr. Ahuja as a hardworking and diligent officer who maintains a low profile while earning the trust of senior leadership. He is an avid sports enthusiast, particularly fond of cycling and adventure sports, and is married to Ma'am Aarti Ahuja, also an IAS officer of the 1990 batch. In recognition of his significant contribution, the Senate of Thapar Institute of Engineering and Technology confers the Distinguished Alumnus Award on Shri Manoj Ahuja. He shall remain a shining example and a source of inspiration to all of us. Thank you. Thank you. Now we will request Ahuja sir to share his remarks online, sir.
Sir, please unmute and start.
Sir, may we request you to unmute yourself?
Yeah, I can't hear anything except your voice.
Am I audible now?
Okay. Yeah. Thank you so much for giving me an opportunity and conferring this distinguished alumni award on me. The director, Professor Padma Kumar Nair, the chairman, Board of Governors, Mr. Vadera, the guest of honor and Secretary, Government of India, Information and Electronics, Mr. S. Krishnan, distinguished guests, and all the students who have gathered here. I once again thank the Institute and the Board of Governors for conferring this honor on me. And it's a privilege for me to accept this honor, to be in front of you, though virtually. And I apologize on that account, much as I wanted to be there physically with you, due to some last minute work which came up. I could not be present there. And therefore, I've joined virtually, and I do regret any inconvenience which has been caused. I remember my times there. It's been more than 3 decades. The country at that time was still a very, very controlled economy with very few opportunities. And it has changed a lot in this more than 3 decades. I also remember the infrastructure we had at the institute at that time. It had not become a deemed university or a full-time university. It was still a college, an engineering college affiliated to Punjabi University with the, I can say, bare minimal infrastructure, if I can put it that way, whether it was for the classrooms or the outside infrastructure in terms of playing fields, etc. And a lot has changed. I do keep on getting information and news about that institute, and I find that I'm told that the infrastructure there is actually comparable to global universities, and I must commend and congratulate the Board of Governors and the faculty and the director for taking this initiative and taking this institute to global standards. It is very heartening to note that Mr. Krishnan is there, and TI, Thapar Institute, and NVIDIA data center has been inaugurated, again indicating that the institute is, at the knowledge frontier where ideally any academic institute should be. I have spent about more than 3 decades again in public service, and the changes which I foresee is that these next 2 decades could be India's decades. Everybody speaks about the demographic dividend we have, and one of the major changes which occurred in the 1990s was opening up India's economy. Prior to that, as I told you, when I was studying, it was a very controlled economy. The fact that we opened up the economy, one singular lesson which I think emerges is that we were able to unleash the entrepreneurial abilities and the, latent abilities and energies which our people had. And I'm saying this because I feel that as citizens here who've taken education in this institute, you should feel confident about the skills you have, about the abilities you have, which is also very obvious. If you look around globally, you'll find that some of the top IT companies and other companies are now headed by Indians who've studied in engineering institutes in India or similar institutes and made a name abroad. Why I am underlining this is just to say that the human resources we have are the best globally, and they have proven that point. Given that, and the fact that we've seen many countries making rapid progress within 2 decades, growing at rates where they went from a developing country into a middle level income country or a developed country, the change or the transformation has come within 2 decades or 2.5 decades. And I feel India today is at a position where we can take that leap, and the next 2 decades would be very, very important in terms of India's development scenario. And therefore, it opens up a lot of opportunities for you. It's a time of huge opportunities when we feel that the growth rate of the country will accelerate, and therefore your contribution in whatever sector it will be very important, and a lot of opportunities would be there for all of you. I was reading just yesterday or day before, the Google CEO, Mr. Pichai, mentioning that now 25% of their coding work is done by AI. Now, these are things which all of you will have to factor in. The fact that, routine human tasks, mental tasks, which are predictable, would slowly be taken over by machines, which had happened in the industrial revolution for physical tasks. And that means that there would be a change in terms of policy for governments. I would say that we need to have a policy so you have AI which augments human jobs and abilities. But for you, I think it will involve having a broader perspective of whatever field you are in. And to factor in that uncertainty, that broader perspective, bigger perspective would help you in being agile and nimble in terms of opportunities which will arise. Because there is an uncertainty, it's not exactly, we can't predict it, and therefore you will have to react to these changes, and you will have to have that ability to react to these changes, and therefore a much broader kind of a knowledge about the field you are in, even cross-connecting knowledge would be essential. The third thing what I would like to highlight is the half life of knowledge. Knowledge transformation is happening again very fast. So learning to learn, or having the ability, not being satisfied with what you know, being able to learn is another quality I think everybody will have to imbue. And the fact that we have internet technologies which allows you to do sitting at home to stay abreast of the best knowledge which is available globally should be made use of. Else I feel it'll be difficult for us to react to the changes and make use of the opportunities. And this is what something I can tell you, I can relate from the public service which I am in. Though I did my engineering, I did my management, and my colleague also, Mr. Krishnan, is there. If I can remember correctly, Krishnan has done history, but then he was in finance, so therefore picking up economics. Now he's in electronics and information technology, so knowing about GPTs and your large language models and your NVIDIA chips. So these, I think while this knowledge one does learn, but that ability to have that broad base and to learn new knowledge in a very short time is something which is very essential. And I'll encourage all the students who will be graduating today to give a little bit of attention to that and, build up that ability to keep on learning and being fungible in your learning and having that general idea about the field you are, and it's becoming more and more connected in terms of interdisciplinary things and all. So you can't think in a very insular manner. Other things which I foresee, today with the technology, social media, I think every human being will have to have the ability to reason out and decipher the truth for himself or herself. That's very important. Today you'll find you can have AI fake images, you can have people posting anything on the net, and it's very easy to start believing what your initial thoughts are or your beliefs are. So it's very important to be able to, bring in an element of unbiasedness in yourself and critical understanding of issues to know what the truth is. It's not that like the earlier generation, very few selected people wrote. They were distinguished people. They would write books that would be available. People could debate about it. Now anybody can generate any information or so-called knowledge. And therefore, this generation will have to also have that ability to, be able to decipher what makes sense, what is the truth in terms of all this confusion. And that needs special skills, rational, critical, evidence-based, unbiasedness. That is one quality I feel your generation will have to acquire skills for that and be able to overcome that. Again, what I find generally, I was also earlier I was chairman CBSE, we used to interact with students. And what is coming up for this new generation is also the level of mental anxiety. I find that from the earlier generations, it's come up maybe because we've become aware about it more, or it's a reflection of the times we are living in, it's the way our lives are structured, connected to the internet and all. There could be many reasons for that. But what studies have shown is that it's very important for living a good life that you have good relationships. And I would sincerely request all of you, as you go into your careers, I know you'll be very involved, you'll be passionate about them, you'll be delivering about works, but commitment to others and investing in very basic relationships, your family, your friends, your bigger family, your others, is something I feel is very important. And it'll pay you in the long run. And I feel as there is more and more nuclearization of families, instead of physical relationships, we are getting into virtual relationships. So a commitment and more effort to kind of invest in this would stand your generation in good stead. Am I audible? Okay,
yes, sir,
sorry,
you are
because
audible.
that video went. Okay. Then one last thing I would like to add. This is regarding, again, the change which I have seen from 1980s when I was there and now, is that our generation, and for a lot of Indians, was an age of scarcity. For the 95-96% of our population, it was an age of scarcity. We've overcome that, the nation is developing, and now we are on the other extreme where I would say that it's an age of abundance. You can want and get whatever you want very easily. And the paradigm I think we should keep in mind is we should have the ability to know when to say enough. Otherwise, if you get connected to the internet, you can just spend the whole day on it. If you like eating, you can keep on eating whatever you want, whether it's junk food or any other thing. It could be anything. So today, when one had to strive to get something, achieve something, very small basic things in life is over. Now we have salaries, we have wealth, and for a sizable population, that enough money to do whatever one wants to do or spend it on whatever one wants to do. And I think the fundamental thing philosophically, or if you look ahead for this generation and for youngsters especially, would be to bring in that discipline or that ability to say enough to things, because that stop you'll have to put yourself. It's not going to be constrained by your budget or other things. So that is just a small message. Since you had given me the opportunity, I wanted to convey to you. I want to thank this institute. The time I've spent there, it's been very formative for whatever I have been today and whatever I have achieved in my career, in my life. I learned the values of, besides studies, I think friendship, which I still cherish. And I still remember my friends, the faculty, which was always willing to help us and take us forward, and also the environment of that place. And now for all of you, as I've learned, it's all multiplied. You have wonderful faculty, wonderful infrastructure, lovely hostels. And like I said, the country is at a stage where it can, in these coming 2 decades, make a global mark. So there are huge opportunities, and the institute would have trained you well for that. So all of you, I'll wish you all the best. And at the end, I would just say, besides your work and everything, be good human beings. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir, for your warm word, rich experience, and all the experience that you have shared with the degree recipients. We missed your physical presence, but nonetheless, you have been present online. And I'm very sure that our degree recipient and all the present have really acknowledged your presence online. Once again, thank you very much, sir. Now I'll request Honorable Chairperson, Board of Governors, Shri Rajiv Padhera ji, to please welcome our guest of honor, Shri S. Krishnan, sir.
I think it should be good afternoon, everybody, right? Okay. Anyway, it's my honor to introduce Mr. Krishnan to you. Mr. Krishnan is posted as the Secretary of the Ministry of Electronics and Information Technology, METI, Government of India, New Delhi. He is holding this post since 11th of September 2023. METI's vision is the e-development of India using technology as the engine for transition to a developed nation and an empowered society. METI's mission is to promote e-governance, electronics and semiconductor manufacturing, IT and ITS industries, internet governance, development of human resources, R&D and innovation, emerging technologies, digital services, and ensuring a secure cyberspace. So it is at the cutting edge of what is happening in the world today, right? As my grandchildren tell me, I'm old-fashioned, so obviously I have missed the bus now, but Mr. Krishnan is all there. Krishnan is a member of the Indian Administrative Service for the past 35 years and has wide experience in range of assignments in the Government of Tamil Nadu, Government of India, and International Monetary Fund. He served as Additional Chief Secretary in Industries, Investment Promotion and Commerce Department, Government of Tamil Nadu, from November 21 to August 23. He was Additional Chief Secretary in the Finance Department, Principal Secretary in the Housing and Urban Development, and in the Planning, Development and Special Initiatives Departments. He was the founder CEO of the Tamil Nadu Infrastructure Development Board. He also served as the chairman of the 5th Tamil Nadu State Finance Commission. He also managed corporate entities fully and partnered by the government of Tamil Nadu. He served as a senior advisor in the Office of the Executive Director for India, Sri Lanka, Bangladesh, and Bhutan in the International Monetary Fund, Washington, D.C., and represented the Government of India in the G20 Experts Group on International Financial Architecture and Global Financial Safety Nets. In the Government of India, he was Deputy Director in the LBS NAA Lal Bahadur Shastri National Academy of Administration for 4 years from 2000 to 2004, and Private Secretary to the Union Finance Minister from 2004 to 2007. So he was also the District Collector of Virudhunagar district, where he claimed he calmed a volatile situation and ensured implementation of development programs in a 3-year tenure. He was also Deputy Secretary Budget in the Finance Department in Tamil Nadu for 4 years. So, ladies and gentlemen, let's give a resounding hand to Mr. Krishnan, actually. So, in a nutshell, I can say that you have a celebrity amongst us. So please listen to him carefully.
Requesting Dr. Maninder sir to kindly escort our guest of honor to the dais.
Shri Rajiv Vadera, the Chairman of the Board of Governors of the Thapar Institute of Engineering Technology, Professor Padma Kumar Nair, the Director of the Institute, Dr. Shivatanu Pillai, former chairman of the DRDO and leading scientist. Professor Maninder Singh, Dean of Academic Affairs, faculty members of the Institute, staff members of the Institute, students, medal winners, recently anointed PhD scholars, family members, ladies and gentlemen. I believe it's a great honor to be invited to the 68th Convocation of the Thapar Institute. This is an extremely well-known institution throughout the country, has over the past many decades established itself as a leading technology institution in the country and has played a very significant and key part in the development of higher education in the country. As I walked into the main building, I saw that the foundation stone for the building was laid by none other than the first President of India, Dr. Rajendra Prasad. Over the years, as you see the way that the campus has developed and as you see the kind of facilities which have been created, I must say that every student who now passes through the portals of this institution is truly fortunate. And even parents who are able to send their children to this institution are truly fortunate. I have visited educational campuses all over the world, in many countries and across India. And I can assure you that this is second to none. This is the facilities that have been provided, both in terms of accommodation for students, in terms of accommodation for the academic facilities, the library, the laboratories, the classrooms, the lecture halls, are first rate. And that is important, extremely important. There was a time in India and even elsewhere in the world, the belief was that if students went through education with minimal facilities and almost led an austere, ascetic kind of life, and you know that is the tradition of our gurukuls, that is the tradition of our patshalas, that you lived an austere life as a student, as a brahmachari. Brahmacharya was the value, that you did not have any comforts, you did not have any facilities. In today's day and age, I think it's very important for students to be exposed to what the possibilities are. How do you aspire to better quality? How do you demand of any environment that you're in that the quality needs to be significantly better than what you found it to begin with? And I think that is what the campus, the environment here demonstrates. When you walk into these campuses, you understand that the quality is such that you have to make the best of it. You have to aspire and receive the best possible from this campus. It's a bit like, you know, when the metro rails were constructed in Delhi and in various other cities, and people were very skeptical, saying very modern facilities, you know, air-conditioned comfort, all of that. And people said, you know, Indians are going to ride in these trains, Indians are going to walk around in these railway stations. I'm sure they'll be spitting pan in every corner and the whole place will be dirty and filthy. But I can assure you, I mean, you can see it for yourself, whether you take a metro ride in a city like Delhi, or you take it in Chennai, or you take it in Bangalore, or Kolkata, or anywhere else. The fact that world-class infrastructure has been provided, and there again I can assure you that the infrastructure is as good as any in the world, and clearly better than many other places. I mean, our metro systems are definitely better than what I've seen in London or New York or even Washington or many other cities. The point is Indians rise to the occasion and they respect the infrastructure and they use it in a way that gives it due respect. And that is the importance of what you see in this campus and what you see in this environment. And that is what I would really urge all the students to take away with them. That whichever environment you find yourself in, you demand quality. You demand that this is the way that you can improve yourself, and this is what I can see better, and that is what it needs to inspire you to. And this is not the first that I'd heard of the Thapar Institute. I know at least 3 distinguished alumni I can recollect straight away. One is Shri Iqbal Singh Chahal, who was my batchmate in the IAS, extremely distinguished officer, very well known for the work that he did in Mumbai during COVID as the Mumbai Municipal Commissioner. And he's currently, I think, Home Secretary in the state of Maharashtra. Very well known, very capable, extremely highly performance-oriented civil servant. You just heard from Manoj Ahuja. Manoj and I were together in the National Academy of Administration. We overlapped for about 3 or 4 years. Both of us were faculty members trying to inspire young civil servants. I believe some amongst you aspire to be civil servants as well. I would still say that it is a career well worth aspiring for, and especially when you've had the kind of education that you've received from this institution, there's no reason why you should not make the best of it and join the civil service and contribute to the nation-building cause as well. So Manoj, of course, you heard about what he has accomplished in his civil service career. He is right now the Chief Secretary of the Eastern State of Orissa. He also spoke about what his vision is and what he would expect each one of you to achieve in life. So Manoj is the second person, and the third is a person who was a cadre of mine who works in the state of Tamil Nadu, Gagandeep Singh Bedi, very, very well known in Tamil Nadu, did tremendous work during the tsunami of 2004, has always been extremely sought after as an officer to clean up issues, to sort out difficult messes. Anyone, the person you would call for in an emergency, known to be upright, known to be straightforward, and known to be a solver of problems. All of them, I think, stand for the kind of values that they imbibed in Thapar Institute in terms of what they learned from here and what they could give back to the world in terms of being doers and in terms of being people who are known for their uprightness and values. So I think from that context, I have taken away a lot in terms of what this institution stands for and what it can contribute to all of you. And I'm sure there are similar examples of wonderful people who have achieved very high accolades and who have received the highest praise for the kind of work that they've done in whichever field they chose. And this is the message I would like to leave with you. This country, this society has afforded you an opportunity to be in an institution of this quality. And we all owe a duty to give back. We all owe a duty to make the best of it. Choose any career that you want to. Choose any field that you want to. But try and be amongst the best in that field. Simply because an institution of this quality, for the size of the cohorts that we put through every year, you would easily be in the top 1 or 2 percentile. You know, all of you are familiar with the concept of percentiles, the way the GRE and various other rankings are done. If you've managed to come to Thapar Institute and if you've managed to study here, you're clearly amongst the top 1 or 2 percentile of this country. You're really there, you're the cream. And if you are the cream, then you are the cream wherever you go, in whichever branch or whichever field that you choose or whichever area that you choose to take up. And that is something that you should be looking to achieve. And nothing is small. I mean, nothing at all is small. Every single career has value. Every single space you can give back. And the society needs everything. Society needs variety. Society needs all kinds of people in every sort of niche area that we can work on. Choose boldly, choose with courage, and I'm sure and I'm confident you would be able to contribute in whichever area that you take up, whichever space that you decide you want to take up. We have a leading example, Dr. Shivatanu Pillai amongst us here. Nowadays it's very often said that, whether it is in DRDO or whether it is in ISRO, the best scientists that we have, the best technical people that we have, people who have achieved so much in terms of, the latest leading technology of the world in the space area or in the defense area, are all people who came from a variety of institutions across the country, not necessarily the Indian Institutes of Technology. So this is the ability that you have, and this is the opportunity that you have to actually contribute significantly. The other point that I want to make, and today I inaugurated an institute on a center on artificial intelligence and data science. And artificial intelligence and data science is currently the buzzword in the Ministry of Electronics and Information Technology. The latest mission that we've launched is the India AI mission, the India Artificial Intelligence mission, where the government is putting down 10,372 crore in order to actually improve what we can do in AI. About a few months ago, I was on a panel with Dr. Geeta Gopinath, the first Deputy Managing Director of the IMF, of Indian origin, studied in Indian educational institutions before going to the United States. She is probably one of the leading macroeconomists in the world today. And she made this point that artificial intelligence in some senses represents the kind of transition, the kind of revolution similar to the Industrial Revolution of the 18th century in Europe. I was reading elsewhere that artificial intelligence and what it does not just to the economy but in terms of thought is similar to the invention of the printing press in the 15th century. How knowledge becomes so widely available. That is the scale of this revolution. It is a general horizontal technology which applies across a range of spaces. And I was very happy to learn this morning that in Thapar Institute of Technology, they believe that AI needs to be taught and education in AI needs to be provided across all branches of engineering and even to people in the liberal arts and science segment, simply because everyone needs to know this. This is what many other leading universities across the world are doing as well. That AI is something that everybody needs to learn across the board. It is not something which is meant only for the computer science school or only for the information technology school or only for those in the data sciences business. It is meant for everybody in today's world, because you need to understand what the technology is, understand what its possibilities are, understand what its risks are, and make sure that it is applied in a way that is ethical, that is correct, and in a way that it contributes to the globe. And for India, there's this huge opportunity. There's a risk, but there's also a huge opportunity. It is the one opportunity that we have to actually leapfrog. It is the one opportunity for discontinuous growth. Typically, growth is linear, as many of you would understand. There are few occasions where, because of the introduction of a new technology, because something new has come in, the pattern of growth becomes discontinuous, non-linear, and suddenly you have an opportunity to leapfrog. AI represents that opportunity. And India today, putting through more than 1 million people, more than 1 million students across the country in the STEM area, has this unique opportunity of providing the human resources for the world to lead this transformation. There are two ways in which we can look at it. One way is the risks of losing jobs, the risks that many of the traditional jobs that we were doing in the past will not be there anymore. And these jobs, incidentally, are the kind of jobs which we formerly regarded as white-collar jobs, the kind of jobs which we felt are the desirable kind of jobs, where you worked in air-conditioned offices, where you sat behind desks. Many of them could be gone. That is the worry. But India is in a slightly different position for two reasons. One, and this is a big worry which dominates many in the West, but India's position is a little different for two reasons. One, that unlike in the West, where most jobs are white-collar jobs, most of them are jobs in the organized sector. In India, the proportion of these white-collar organized sector jobs is much smaller. So the risk of job loss for that very reason is significantly lower. Second, just like the Y2K software moment, when India could actually export software to the world, could export software people to the world, we have this opportunity of exporting artificial intelligence. Mr. Vadera and a lot of your team were in Mumbai about 10 days ago when NVIDIA held its AI summit in Mumbai, and Jensen Huang, the CEO of NVIDIA, was present. And what Jensen was talking about was how you can actually export AI from India, and what is the opportunity of exporting AI. In a way, through the India AI mission and the 7 pillars of the India AI mission, that is precisely what we are attempting to do. First, by creating AI compute facility in the country. Out of the 10,372 crores, nearly 4,500 crores is intended to create the kind of compute facility that you require in terms of GPUs in order to ensure that it is available for researchers, for students, for innovators, and for industry in India. And what is remarkable, and this I should really compliment Thapar Institute, is that they are ahead of the curve. What the rest of the country is now trying to create, they have already created in the facility that they have here. They have enough GPUs already functioning, they have a cluster working, and that is growing. They are in a position to lead in this space. The second aspect that we are looking to do eventually is to develop India's own large multimodal model of AI. As we are all well aware, a lot has been written about the bias which is inherent in AI, the prejudice which is inherent in AI, simply because these models are trained on a lot of Western data, and a lot of models are written from that standpoint. The algorithms are written from that standpoint. There's a huge opportunity and there's a need to write a model which is specific for India's circumstances, India's needs. And that is where, by developing that, we can lead the global south as well. So that is the second major opportunity and second major pillar of the India AI mission. The third major pillar is applications. How do you develop applications for use? Whether it is in healthcare in order to detect cancer early, in order to detect tuberculosis early, in order to detect a variety of other diseases before conventional methods of diagnosis detect them. In agriculture, equally, how do you raise output? You're in the heart of the granary of the country. So what can you do to improve output, improve productivity in places like this in agriculture, in education, in a range of other applications where this can be used to enhance productivity? The applications are critical. The way that AI will be used in order to enhance productivity in this country can make all the difference, where we are going to see that discontinuous leapfrogging growth. And that is the third major pillar that we are working on. The fourth major pillar is skilling, because ultimately it is the people who will make all the difference, and we have to rely on the demographic dividend that India has in order to get this done. And if we fail to do that, and if the growth doesn't happen with the kind of human resources that we've created, then the worry is what Manoj Ahuja also mentioned. If we do not use our demographic dividend, then as a country, we grow old before we actually grow rich. And I think it's important that we need to actually develop and grow faster, and for that, the human resources and the skilling is extremely vital and important. And quite honestly, I think today's story for me, takeaway from this event in some ways, is how for a PhD, people work through many years of their career. The process of continuous learning. It's an inspiring example to see many of you being continuous learners, wanting to upgrade your skills, wanting to work on newer learning, and pursuing PhDs through the time that you're working and doing a variety of other things. And I think that's an important lesson in the way that we need to adopt to the technology of artificial intelligence as well. The fifth major pillar that we are talking about here is startups, because innovation is very critical, and the way that innovation grows and encouragement to startups is something that can happen. Outside one of the hostels, when I was going around the campus, I was very happy to see that there was a poster of the Tide 2 program of the MeitY Startup Hub, which is an initiative of the government of India and also of my ministry. And I was very happy to see that they have a presence here on this campus, and we can build on that presence actually to improve what can happen with startups. If every institution, and particularly institutions of this quality, 1% or 2% of the students become startup entrepreneurs, that in itself could raise the entire startup ecosystem, and particularly in an area like AI where the opportunities are huge. The sixth important thing, which is critical for AI, is data, and having data sets that can actually work in a cross-functional way. And that's an important pillar of the AI thing as well. And the last pillar, which is again critical to actually get where we want to get, is a safe and trusted AI model, responsible AI as it's known, that ethically it is something which is appropriate and correct. And there again, I was very impressed to see that in the presentation which was made to me on the aspects of AI, there is considerable emphasis on the ethics of AI, particularly in the way that it is going to be taught to a range of students. So I'm confident, as the Ministry of Electronics and Information Technology and Government of India works in association with institutes like Thapar, it gives me considerable hope that we would be able to actually rise above this challenge. We can embrace this challenge that AI poses for us, and we can achieve that moment of inflection, that moment of discontinuous growth, and that moment where India really is at this moment poised for takeoff and really takes off with double-digit growth over at least about the next 2 or 3 decades, so that we truly become what our Prime Minister points out, or what he sort of envisions as Viksit Bharat, or a developed India. And I think that is a possibility which is truly there. Let me just make one last sort of point. The director, when he spoke about the 3 values of empathy and humility and learning, continuous learning. You know, I was reminded of a gentleman who was the director of the National Academy of Administration when we were all young trainees, almost about 35 years ago. Today, he is better known. He was a gentleman called B.N. Yugandhar. Today, he is better known as Satya Nadella's father, the CEO of Microsoft. So, Mr. Yugandhar taught us, I mean, one of the things that, and I still remember, this is from 35 years ago that I speak, he told us, you know, what are the kind of values or what are the qualities that you will see in a good civil servant or a good officer, according to him. And there were many, and I just today, I want to recall for all of you as a message, 3 or 4 of them. First is, he said, you know, people said all kinds of things, and one of the things they said was also empathy, which he did pick up on and work on. But in addition to empathy, then he said, don't you have to work hard? He asked us. You have to work very hard. And I think there's no substitute at all for hard work. I mean, a lot of people nowadays pretend that, no, you know, we can get away and we can work smart and we can do a variety of things. Working smart is also a kind or a way in which you work hard. So working hard and hard work and smart work is something which is we cannot escape from. Second, I think we have to have the ability to put up with a lot of drudgery. The real world is not free of drudgery. Everyday work is not always fun. Even if you're a startup, even if you're an innovator, there are many challenges you will run into. The ability to put up with the drudgery, ability to get up and turn up every day and do what needs to be done is what will set each one of us apart. And I think that ability of putting up with drudgery is also something which is very important. Third, he said, distribution of grace equally. We need to be gracious to all around us. You know, there are many people who are very good to people who are above them, not so nice to people who work under them. The ability to display good grace, the ability to be gracious to everybody that you encounter, however high or however low he may be, is something that I think is a value which is worth cultivating. And the last one, which I recall to this day, is raw courage. Ultimately, without raw courage, we will get nowhere. The ability to speak truth to power. Speaking truth to power, incidentally, is a Quaker saying as well. Quakers were religious sect of the 17th, 18th centuries who believed in peace and who believed in pacifism. And one of the things, in spite of being peace-loving people, is they believe that you must have the courage to speak truth to power. So raw courage is something which I think all of us need to carry in ourselves in terms of standing up for what is right, in terms of doing the right thing when you are needed to do it, and in terms of the ability even to stand up to power, to question what is wrong if it is wrong at the moment that you need to. So let me thank Thapar Institute once again for having invited me for this occasion. Let me congratulate all the medal winners and the graduates today, and let me not stand between you and your lunch any further. Thank you very much.
Ladies and gentlemen, now with great honor, I invite Chairman Sir to please share his thought for the day, for the Convocation 2024, and I request Gurbinder Sir to kindly escort him.
A lot of you have seen me around, running around the campus, so थोड़ा philosophy भी बात करनी है, थोड़ा formal भी बात करना है, और एक दो शेर भी सुनाने हैं तुम्हें, so that you imbibe the what it's saying actually. You know, 10 years ago, out of the blue, I was made the chairman of this university. मैं तो build का managing director था, executive vice chairman था, so I came completely from a corporate background, but I think I gave some kind of a reasoning to myself that look, कुछ तो करना है. At the age of 65, I'm not going to sit at home and do nothing. Okay, and I've now changed my philosophy that I will die with my boots on. Because that's a philosophy, you know. I also, like most of you will, you know, say कि 55 साल के बाद इतना पैसा कमा लेना है कि घर बैठना है, right? Some of the people say, यार, I will rent my father's house. Most decadent thought, okay? And I will have a comfortable life. Bullshit. You have to die with your boots on. This is a new philosophy I am proposing, and now I've started believing in it, okay? There's no time for retirement, because you are right up to the age of 80, you are a contributing, you have a sound mind, and you have to get a platform, that's all. So 10 years ago, when I came into the university, I found very serious looking people, very good students. Platform hai, vision nahi hai, right? So we started working on a vision, and I must say that over the last 10 years, we set a high standard for ourselves, and we have kind of stayed the course. We have stayed the course. There are some things in the pipeline still, because there is no end to success. And the AI leap of faith which we have done is something which is an example now, and we have to now work hard. And we are the main technical architect of NVIDIA is going to be with us for a full day, and we are going to start now thinking as to how to populate these. We understand the overall structure, but we need to use them as early as possible in terms of accelerated computing or whatever it is. So that's done. We have to now start working on it. I don't need to, there are several pillars in this AI mission of ours, the Thapar University's AI mission. And I think Maninder is a better person to enunciate that, but I understand it. One of the learnings we did when we visited Santa Clara, and before that a couple of universities, that we are going to start an AI literate program. You see, it's not the elective which we offer in computer science department. Of course, the electives will be offered now also in the core disciplines. But this AI literate program will also be offered, will be mandatorily taught even to a psychology guy from T/. And this AI literate means that AI is a language, and every student who graduates from this university must get his degree, which could be in mechanical engineering or whatever, but also have some micro-credentials in form of AI literacy. So there is a course which is being planned with an American university, which hopefully after we have honed in the academics, will be offered to every student passing out of this university. So that's something which was a takeaway from us on behalf of our visit by us. You know, just now a colleague of mine went to INSEAD, right? Suddenly I'm his boss, but he kind of sponsored himself and went to INSEAD in France for a week's course in how do you apply AI in business, okay? So I called him to my room. I said, look, my friend, first of all, you have to apologize that you have not taken my permission, but ठीक है, senior enough है, I can overlook that. क्या सीख के आए हो? So उसने 3 चीजें बताई मेरे को, which I, as a dog, I wrote down, okay? So, कहता जी, and you know, please see the broader meaning. Crowd thinking is better than a single mind, you see? That means the data which you have, if you take away the noise out of that, is much stronger than what your single mind can comprehend. So crowd thinking is better than a single mind. Second thing, this is his own understanding of that 7 days he spent at INSEAD. He says, cause and effect is a phenomena. That means if you have, there's an event, there is a cause somewhere in history. Cause and effect is a phenomena. And the third thing which he said was that, which he told me, that future can be predicted from history. It's so true, please understand. In an organic sense, future can be predicted from history. So humne, like a student, I wrote down my takeaways from that conversation, and I thought that it was interesting way of putting in a common man's language what AI means actually, right? What's in the pipeline for in the years to come for Thapar University? We are going to follow research. You see, when we started this contemporization program, of course, our main objective was to move the axis of the university from a rote teaching and learning institution to an outcome-based institution. And then we kind of collaborated with some of the leading universities of the world to get into an outcome-based, project-led, self-directed, experiential learning and teaching setup, which all of you have experienced, so I don't need to elaborate. But then one more thing which we took away from that place was a research-inspired education. That means I'm a professor in mechanical engineering, I also do research, and I will bring my research into the classroom. That is not only textbook that people much before us have experienced and written down, and we kind of explain that phenomena. I think on the research side, we have these centers of excellence now working. There are 3 of them already working. The 4th one has just been announced with UQ on data science, and that will have a symbiotic relationship with the AI center, which we have, the Secretary has just inaugurated in the morning. We also have now a relationship announced with that means the Trinity College in quantum computing. You see, we have to think a little more, because quantum is a phenomena which may be in early days, but we can't just ignore it. And we'll say, okay, when IITs have gone ahead of us, then we will follow them. We are not followers. Okay, we are not followers. So there is a lot of things to do. Nothing is stationary in life. On the infrastructure front, we have tried to do our best. Please understand that we are a private university. The only resource income, most of it is student fees. So it was no brainwave to increase the numbers, but then we had to also build the infrastructure. So what Mr. Thapar and I decided that we will build infrastructure which will be iconic. It will be at complete, at cross purposes to what we existed, because that was different times. So I tried to build good infrastructure. The whole philosophy of mine was to wow the student, to zap the student when he comes into the campus. So it's a journey. In 2-3 years' time, I can put this campus against anything in the world. I've hired the #1 landscaper in the country who is preparing a kind of a draft plan, and we will go at it. It will take me 3 years, and then you will see that that the infrastructure is kind of accentuated, the effect of the infrastructure accentuated once you go around the campus. Okay. You know, our relationship with some of the top universities, like University of Groningen, where Professor Ard Kroon is teaching entrepreneurship. We are the only university in the country which formally teaches in the classroom entrepreneurship and innovation. I can take that out, and which ends up in a startup semester for people who are interested. And to support that, this venture lab is coming. It's an iconic building. Nothing of this kind will exist in the country, and where Ard will mentor and start what we call the venture lab program in the university. We also have engaged Professor Hans from the University of Groningen to be the honorary dean of the School of Liberal Arts and Sciences. Because knowledge is vast, so we have to bring it to, we have to get closer to that knowledge. So, you have seen the Experiential Learning Center. We had a visit from Leeds University. We were trying to do, we have a collaboration with them, a relationship with them in chemical engineering. And they did an academic review of our program, and they told us that the only thing we want to, or one thing we want to take away from Thapar to Leeds is your experiential center. The Sanjeev Bedi, who runs the experiential center, is a top professor He's a cat from the University of Waterloo, and his passion kind of overrides any other theoretical background he has. So I think in the bouquet of what we tried to do, we felt that a lot of things are needed to make you guys what you are today, and I'm very happy to see these gold medals. अभी मैं थोड़ी philosophy बतानी है आपको, है? So ये gold medals are good, but let them not be an event only, okay? So life is a journey, eh? So I passed out in 1970 from IIT Delhi, so it's 54 years of working, eh? That's a long journey, okay? So life is a marathon, eh? Please understand, life is a marathon. It's not a 100-meter sprint. Don't get worried if one of your peers or colleagues is ahead of you at a 100-meter point. कुछ नहीं है. So 26 मील भागोगे, and who pips the post is the winner. So keep that philosophy in mind, that the world is not going to come to an end if you have kind of come second at a very initial intermediate point. So life is a journey. Also, please understand that it does not need to be extraordinarily brilliant to be highly successful. Please believe in that if you are an all-rounder where you want to do good in sports, you want to do good in debating, and you want to study, then obviously you will not get a 9.5 CGPA, okay? Because time is a casualty then. But please understand that you will evolve as time goes by. And some are late bloomers. So always believe in yourself that, and here is something which I want to tell you, that life's battles don't always go to the fastest or the swiftest man. But sooner or later, the one who wins is the one who thinks he can. So don't get, okay, also celebrate small successes. Khush hona hai. Don't worry, I could have done better. Yes, that's next time. But always celebrate small successes, small victories. I have a debate going on with the director, and I'm going to support what both of them have said. Mr. Krishnan said something about hard work. They say that the common denominator among successful people is hard work. उसके कई तरह सोच सकते हो कि smart hard work है, वो कुछ नहीं है. Hard work, but I think Dr. Nair is correct, he's more enlightened than I am because of the degrees he carries in his bag. वो कहता है, you hard work के साथ innovate करना है continuously. You can't just follow a straight line called hard work. So you have to continuously think and evolve and innovate. So I think hard work karna hai. I remember I got married to somebody who had a lot of aspirations. मेरी तनख्वाह तो लासन टूबरों में 3,000 रुपये आई थी उस वक्त. मैं विलायत से भी पढ़ के आया था, but 3,000 रुपये तनख्वाह अच्छी थी उस वक्त, गाड़ी भी थी, सब कुछ था. But I told her one thing, that you can't have your cake as well as eat it. मेरे को छोड़ दो. Don't expect me to hold your hand after 5 o'clock every day. We will reach there. She understood very, very soon that language. You can't expect to be in your home at 5 o'clock and still be the top of the heap. Impossible. Unless, of course, you are blessed. ये karma theory है. Unless you are blessed. I can quote so many examples where I see, यार ये कैसे है? Karma theory है. So उसको you will say, यार ये ऐसे ही बोल रहा है, but karma theory है. Okay. Another thing, ego. I think Mr. Krishnan said, be humble. Humility is the strongest characteristic in a human being. So try to train yourself. The ego has to be thrown out. It's natural to have ego. Please understand. You feel good. देखा वो नहीं कर सका, मैंने कर लिया. But humility is more important. And he brought in a beautiful word, grace. So both of them go together, humility and grace. Be good to people around you. एक बहुत बड़ा एक पोइट है, एक तुम्हें एक और भी सुनाना है मैंने, which will be the last one, पर वो गुलजार है उसका नाम, है? तो he talked about the word ego. So he says, बड़ा गरूर था छत को अपने छत होने पर, very proud, I am the roof. एक मंजिल और बनी, छत फर्श हो गई. Do you understand? So please understand, please take the literal meaning also, you will understand that learn to be humble. That is very important. और भाई एक अमेरिकन poet है, the lady poet, which is very relevant. I want to tell you what she says. Her name is Maria Akello. You can go to Google and check out. She died at the age of 94. She says, in life, always do best. In life, always do best. Till you know better, then always do better. समझे? So आपके पास जो इस वक्त हुनर है, उसको जो बेस्ट कर सकते हो करिए. Till you know better, because you will learn from the environment, you will learn from your individuals. Till you know better, and after that, only do better. So anyway, I just wanted to congratulate all of you. Zindagi jo hai na, it is not pure mathematics. उसमें emotions आते हैं, and a human being is a bundle of emotions. ये bones है ना, it is just a caricature which is holding those emotions together. There is nothing wrong to cry. So, I'm very happy. I congratulate all of you. But this is just the beginning. You have got a platform. You have to build. और जब तक काम कर सकते हो, till you are able, काम करना है. और बाप का घर किराए पे देके कंफर्ट में नहीं जाना. That is called decadency. मेरे पास भी, my father left me a big house, बहुत किराया आता है, enough to run my house. Not good enough, because it doesn't satiate my mind. So the question to you is, be confident. Life is a confidence trick, and hang in there. Someday, stay the course, hang in there. I'm sure you are intelligent enough to decide whether you are on the right track or you're on the wrong track. I'm sure all of us at this level understand कि यार एक गलत रास्ता है, थोड़ा सा टाइम लगा के निकलना है यहाँ से. I'm so very grateful to Mr. Krishnan to be here with us, and Dr. Pillai, as always, we are dependent on you for some of the big things. So kindly hold our hand much longer. And I thank the faculty for spending time outside their prescribed timelines with all of you. And let me wish you all the best in life here.
Now I'll request all present to please rise for national anthem.
जन गण मन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता. पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड़ उत्कल बंग. विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्छल जलधि तरंग. तव शुभ नामे जागे, तव शुभ आशीष मांगे, गाहे तव जय गाथा, जन गण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता, जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे.
Please keep standing till the academic procession leaves the hall. Now requesting medal winners to kindly join the procession. Please follow this path and join the procession. There's a small change in the announcement. I'll request parents and guests to exit from this gate towards my left after the medal winner have left. And all the degree recipients will exit from this gate, which is on my right. All are also requested to join us for the lunch, which is arranged just outside the auditorium. Thank you very much. Is requested to rise to welcome. Kindly maintain silence in the hall. Please keep standing till the dignitaries come on the dais. Please keep standing for Thapar anthem.
Jayati Jayati Jaya He, Jayati Jayati Jaya He, Jayati Jayati Jaya He, Jayati Jayati Jaya He. Shashi Ravi se nish din abhinandit, जगमग जग कर दे. जयति जयति जय हे, जयति 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 जय हे शोध कार्य उद्योग प्रबोधन थापर की महिमा से प्रतीक्षण पग पग पर निज प्रभा पुंज पर जन मन तन हर ले जयति जयति जय हे जयति जयति जय हे शिक्षा के संस्थान मनोहर आदर्शों के स्रोत अनश्वर मातृभूमि का ध्येय निरंतर समरस सा स्वर दे जयति जयति जय हे जयति जयति जय हे जयति जयति जय हे जयति जयति जय हे जयति जयति जय जयति जयति जय जयति जयति जय हे जयति जयति जय हे
All present, please be seated. माइक है सर? माइक ऑन है सर का? माइक. I'll request Director Sir to kindly open this session of the convocation.
I declare this session opened.
Now I'll request Director Sir to please come on the dais to address the degree recipients and the gathered crowd here. I'll request Maninder Sir to kindly escort him.
Good afternoon. I think this is quite sleepy. I think you have had a very good lunch. Good afternoon. Excellent. You know, guys, please. The tradition is director of the university is supposed to read out the report. You know that director's report is in our annual report and also in your convocation souvenir. So the idea of repeating and reading that out and boring you is not a good idea. So I want to do it differently. Let me start formally welcoming all of you, parents, grandparents, brothers, sisters of our proud graduates. You really have achieved something and you deserve it. One more applause. This morning, I had a written speech. Someone asked me, "Sir, you don't normally use a written speech, you just talk." I said a written speech would keep me in within about 7-8 minutes. See, now I don't have anything written with me. I forgot to carry my computer or that piece of paper. Now you're in trouble. But I will try to do it in the next 6-7 minutes. I want to talk about 3-4 instrumental values and maybe 2 or 3 important questions for you to use when you think about the future of your career. 3 or 4 instrumental values are empathy, humility, trust, and the courage to deviate from the norm. The courage to deviate from the norm, that's what I'm trying to do. The courage to deviate from the norm of director reading out the standard annual report. Let's start with the idea of empathy. Empathy is not just being sorry for others or just being compassionate. It is about one's ability to understand other people's feelings and being able to feel with others. Empathy is the binding force of humanity. As we say on campus, empathy is the mother of excellence. The idea of excellence seeking. It is not about doing something better for glorifying oneself. That the need for achieving excellence is not just for you, it is for making everyone's life better. When you think about excellence, it is not just a journey for self-glorification. You know, in our country, there are major media outlets, be it print, digital media, news channels, social media feeds, full of news about something called AIR. Do you know what AIR is? It's not All India Radio, All India Rank. You all know that almost very few of us would really worry about which stranger got the highest JEE advanced score or highest CAT percentile. Very few of us would really worry. Most of us would not actually care about it. It's really, we are over obsessed with this idea of individual achievement and topping. No, the goal is not just about individual achievements, it is about creating something useful for others. Life is all about learning and creating and helping. The purpose of life is this: learn, create, and help. That's the reason here at TIET we call empathy the mother of excellence. Now comes the idea of humility. Humility is the antidote to arrogance. When you think about humility, it is much easier to talk about the importance of humility, but truly practicing it is difficult. I remember something from about 40 years ago. 40 years ago, I left India for higher studies. My first stop was in the Netherlands. That time, a return ticket used to be cheaper than an one-way ticket. So I bought a return ticket valid for 3 months, went to the Netherlands, came back after 3 months to see my family and friends. All were very curious. They asked me, "What did you learn in these 3 months?" My answer was, I really learned to say or admit I don't know. So the idea of, or the appreciation of ignorance actually freed me from the societal norm of I should know what I'm supposed to know. This newfound freedom of ignorance gave me so much opportunities and openness to learn more. True knowledge is the knowledge that you know nothing. That's what Socrates once said. When it comes to trust, I'm not particularly talking about just trust between individuals. Individual trust is the basis of societal trust. But as a nation, unfortunately, we are a highly trust deficit culture. This morning also, I presented an interesting proposition to all of you to test. Maybe one or two of you might go ahead and do a PhD in economics or behavioral economics or management. Here is a proposition to test. If our trust level improves by 1%, our current GDP is close to $4 trillion. If our trust level improves by 1%, our GDP will increase by 10 percentage points. This is my proposition, this is my hypothesis. And I strongly believe that that is going to be the case. Trust is all about expecting certain level of consistent fairness and openness and integrity from everything and everybody, everything we do, and from everyone in the society. Ultimately, that would lead to ultimate social good and a flourishing society. And finally, the idea of showing courage to deviate from the norm. Please remember, you can do nothing that is interesting and exciting if you don't have the courage to deviate. Some of the engineering students know today everyone is talking about AI. This morning we have inaugurated our Thapar School of Advanced AI and Data Science. This newfound excitement of AI comes from a paper published in 2017. The title of the paper is Attention is All You Need. Actually, it is a deviation from the norm, from a recurrent neural network model to a based architecture to a transformer architecture. Now, I would encourage all of you to go out and dream about the India and the world of your dreams and courageously go ahead and create it. For going ahead and creating it, you must show the courage to deviate from the norm. Deviation is actually the nuclei of innovation. I also said in the beginning that I want to leave you with 3 questions to help you navigate through the dynamic world of your career. Question number 1 is, who am I? It's all about knowing oneself. I'm 62. I'm still in this journey of understanding who I am. Second question is, what is happening around me? There's so many things happening around you, and that would give you an indication of where your career or a different kind of education or different kind of skilling would take you. Then finally, what will excite you, what will actually self-actualize or find meaning in your life depends on what is your dream for humanity. Please don't forget, starting from 1700 something, last 300 years, if you look at how industries have changed, Industrial Revolution 1, that was with steam engines, it replaced most jobs needing power and speed. Then comes electricity and automation. Electricity and automation combined replace most jobs needing precision and repetition. Today, we are experiencing the AI, Internet of Things, big data world. This regime is going to replace most jobs needing abstracting simple rules from large sets of data. We would always wonder what is going to happen with all this new technology, and it is disrupting jobs. Every new technology would disrupt jobs, but it will create different kinds of jobs. We have never seen technologies eliminating total number of jobs. It is actually multiplying jobs, but not the traditional ones. So when this AI revolution is replacing jobs needing abstracting simple rules from large sets of data, what kinds of new jobs are going to be created? Those jobs needing abstracting simple rules from small sets of data when it is ethically challenging and cognitively complex. Those are the jobs you are going to, if not today, in the coming years, those are the most meaningful and most exciting and most interesting jobs. I would encourage all of you to get into this journey of excellence seeking, and starting point is empathy. What is the journey of excellence seeking? A temperament, an attitude of wanting to do it better than before, wanting to do it better than before. For whom? For others. And that is the purpose of life. Once again, congratulations, graduates. Thank you very much. Jai Hind. Let the candidates for the award of degrees be presented.
I'll request Head Department of Biotechnology, Professor M.S. Reddy, to come on dais.
Sir. Sir, I present Ms. Reshampreet Kaur and 51 others who have been satisfied for requirements for the degree of Bachelor of Technology in Biotechnology are considered worthy of receiving the same. I recommend that they are, including those in absentia, be awarded to the said degree. Reshampreet Kaur. Medasri Banshal. Ranjit Saini. Soumagya Mandra. Ambalika Sharma. Rimanjot Kaur. Asta Sharma. Manpreet Kaur. Harnoor Preet Kaur. Simone Callon. Anjali Sharma. Raghav Puri. Devasi Sharma. Nidhi Singh. Mehakdeep Kaur. Shavi. Moniska. Mansi. Pranshu. Ravneet Kaur. Nehal. Riddhi Sharma. Aditi Sharma. Sukriti Sharma. Avni Walia. Romaika Gupta. Vanshika Sharma, Aishwarya Sridhar, Anvesha, Adya Shukla, Divya Gaurav, Gauri, Ananya Madan, Ajit Yadav, Mahima Kaul, Utkarsh Saxena, Harshul, Lakshika, Prachi, Pauravi,
I'll request Professor Tarun Kumar Behra, Head Department of Mechanical Engineering, to please come on the dais and present the candidates.
Thank you. Sir, I present Mr. Simonpreet Singh and 175 others who have been satisfied the requirements for the degree of Bachelor of Engineering in Mechanical Engineering are considered worthy of receiving the same. I recommend that they are all, including those in absentia, be admitted to the said degree. Simonpreet Singh. Manbir Singh Thakur, Japneet Singh, Nityunjay Duraya, Aditya Chaturvedi, Abhinav Garg, Haresh Gupta, Vidhi Kesab, Aryan Bhatt, Rohan Arora, Dhruv Paser, Devanshu R. Markan, sorry. Nilab Goswami, Krishna Raj, Abhiral, Sehul, Aksat, Babu Viswas, Kabir Singh, Kusal Thakur, Jasraj Singh, Princejit Singh, Anabdit Singh, Aishan Singh, Simran Kataria, Bikramjit Singh, Abhinav Bajaj, Aryan Malik, Karanbir Singh, Bharat Garg, Kusagra Agarwal, Bansul Malhotra, Kritin Bajaj, Shibham Chandel, Nitik Shukla, Pawan Rai, Niraj Bansal, Kartik Singh, Asima Bedi, Rishabh Dhal, Keshav Jindal, Ishan Kasana, Raghav Bedi, Aryan Mittal, Dipanshu Sethi, Priyam Bhatnagar, Mridul, Chaitanya Singh, Basu Mahajan, Lavish Bansal, Bhargav Singla, Tejasva, Akshat, Patik, Rhythm Sajdeva, Gandhabba Gulati, যশস্বী রাজ, প্রেরণা নুপুর, ষষ্ঠী ঠাকুর, आदेश बहल, बंश गर्ग, तानिश गुप्ता, चैतन्य, आदित्य सिन्हा, अरियमन, देवांशु मंडल, निकेत ढिंगरा, गुणित, भवजोत सिंह, देवांश, प्रखर सिन्हा, प्रतीक शर्मा, अबलीन कौर, खुशनूर कौर, विदित गर्ग, भास्कर जमवाल, स्तुति द्विवेदी, लक्ष्य सैनी, भवेश श्रीवास्तव, सहर्ष, मयंक, जतिन सिंगला, निश्चय गुप्ता, सुरिंदर सिंह, अंगद सिंह तूर, एकम्बीर सिंह, भियोमान कपूर, अभितेश प्रताप, अभिमन्यु, हितेश भगत, हर्ष जायसवाल, आयुष गोयल, हितेश गर्ग, तुषार सिंह, अंजलि वर्मा, अबलोक जिंदाल, श्रीजान सेठी, नमन अग्रवाल, Dhruv Chopra. Bhaskaran Nanda. Swagato Das. Mibhan Kumar. Kautik. Ashish Kumar. Ananya Srivastav. Bans Avaroy. Gurkirat Singh. Harsimranjit Singh. Isan. Aditya. Priyanshu Sharma. Lokesh Prabhakar. Domala Shail. Maharsh Singh Chauhan. Yasbir Sharma. Rishabh. Parasmani Dher. Satyam Sharma. Milind. Laksha Jain. Saunak. Manan. Uday. Rahul Singh. Ayush Bhardwaj. Ashok Kumar. Harshit. Jasprit Singh. Rishabh Gupta. Sahil. Himanshu. Dibbam. For the Mechatronics, sir, I present Mr. Mehtab Singh Rear and 33 others who, having satisfied the requirements for the degree of Bachelor of Engineering in Mechatronics Engineering, are considered worthy of receiving the same. I recommend that they all, including those in absentia, be admitted to the said degree. Mehtab Singh. Do this. Javan Karun Singh. Mohit Chauhan. Manjot Singh, Kanwarpreet Singh, Karnit, Aryan, Isant Sachdeva, Muskan Saini, Vaibhav Sinha, Parameshwar, Archita Goyal, Manan Ruchir Shah, Vishesh Nair, Divyans Yadav, Agam Singh, Samarth Verma, Kulraj Singh, Bhavdev Gandhi, Dhruv, Divya Kapur, Ayush Goyal, Apur Saxena, Rishabh Datta, Kartikeya, Harmanjot Singh, Daksh Bharma, Aditya,
All degree recipients, please rise.
By virtue of the authority vested in me as chairman of the Senate of the Thapar Institute of Engineering and Technology, Patiala, I do hereby admit each of these candidates to their respective degrees and charge them to prove worthy of the same throughout their lives.
Now the students will take pledge. I request Mr. Seaman Preet Singh to come on dais.
I pledge my knowledge. I pledge my knowledge and intellectual attainment to humanity. I shall use it in a manner befitting the honor and dignity of my country and of my alma mater. I shall make every effort in all circumstances to uphold the dignity of my profession and integrity of character. I shall endeavor in every way, through thought, word and action, to bring about the well-being of people. I shall live a well-disciplined life and shall never forget the commandment of the sacred scriptures and institute motto, thou shalt perform deeds that are commendable and no others. Truth triumphs, falsehood never.
Degree recipients, please be seated.
I request the director to declare the convocation closed for the day on the behalf of President.
I hereby declare this convocation closed for the day.
Now I request all present to kindly rise for national anthem.
जन गण मन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड़ उत्कल बंग विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्छल जलधि तरंग तब शुभ नामे जागे तब शुभ आशीष मांगे गाहे तब जय गाथा जन गण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे
I'll request degree recipients and the guests to please remain standing till the academic procession leaves the hall. Thank you very much. All the degree recipients, parents and guests, thank you very much. Degree recipients may exit from this gate. Parents and guests are requested to exit from this side of the gate. Thank you.